What is going on, everybody? Yvonne here. Now let's be real. When it comes to e-commerce, customer feedback is not something you just read, it's something that you act on. So if you're trying to improve your product, figure out why your conversions have dropped, or just want to figure out at what part of you guys' marketing lifecycle something is not going right, that's exactly where the voice of your guys' customers should be the most important. You guys have probably heard of the saying that the customer is always right, and in this case, your guys' customer behaviors can tell you a lot about what is going on with your guys' business. And if somebody was bold enough to share their negative or positive experience, that can give you a lot of insight into your guys' business. And that's exactly where platforms like Scalenut or VOC AI come in. Essentially, both of those platforms are going to be powered by AI. They are going to be used for e-commerce. However, they're going to be used for completely different things. Now, keep in mind, both of the platforms are going to help your guys' customers have a better experience. However, Scalenut is going to do it more from a content perspective. However, VOC is going to do it on the review side of things. So in this guide, we're going to cover both of the tools, see exactly how they work, what features they have, and see which one is going to be the right fit for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So to kick things off, let's go ahead and start with Scalenut. Now, Scalenut's bread and butter is easily going to be its SEO and content tools. And the main point behind this is to bring more customers into the door. Because think about it, when it comes to buying anything online, people always write stuff, whether they liked it or they didn't. So when it comes to SEO or content, it's going to be really important for us to actually publish something to relate to one of those points. So for example, let's say we're selling backpacks. We can go ahead and do customer research and figure out exactly what type of keywords work for that specific niche. And that way, if we're going to use the backpack keyword, we're going to know exactly what points to hit on and what things to double down on and what to cut short. Because people are talking about things on the internet, especially about backpacks, so we want to be sure that we're talking about all the right things. And keep in mind, I am going to be sharing my screen here as I cover some parts of the platform, so if you guys do want to follow along or even try out the platform for yourself, the link for a free trial is going to be down below in the description. Now once you guys click on that link, go ahead and press sign up here, and you'll be directed to the screen right over here. Now all we need to do here is just press continue with Google and select the account that you guys want to use. I'll press continue, and then it's going to ask us a couple basic questions. So what are going to be our key SEO challenges? Give me new content ideas, and we're going to skip call scheduling, and boom, we're going to be ready to rock. So this is what the main dashboard is going to look like. And as you guys see, there's going to be a lot of different options here for us. There's going to be the article writer, which is known as the cruise mode, content optimizer, keyword planner, traffic analyzer, and content audit. So I'm sure you guys have noticed, but all of this revolves around SEO and content and making sure that people actually go to your guys' website. And when it comes to article writer, here's what it's going to look like. You can go ahead and select a single keyword that you guys want to use. For example, backpacks that we've talked about earlier. And it's going to help you guys write specific pieces of content like blog posts, for example, in order to get more traffic for you guys' website. Here, let me show you a very basic sample report that Scalenut has provided for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on keto diet to see what exactly a sample report would look like. So let's go ahead and click on it. Alrighty, now as you guys see, this looks like a lot of random stuff. However, this is how the user interface is gonna look like. So there's gonna be our SEO score here. Currently it's 7 out of 100, which is not good. However, it gives us some options here in order to get our score up. So it has the key terms here and how many times we've used them, meta tags, URL, featured snippets, H1 headings, links, different type of headings, content depth, and keyword density, and pretty much different ways we can improve on them. So right over here, directly from the system, we can go ahead and modify our blog, and that way everything can be done under one roof in one platform. And if you guys are lazy like me, you can also utilize AI to actually do all the heavy lifting for you and just write it. There are going to be AI tools built into Scalenut, or you can just go ahead and copy and paste ChatGPT into the platform, and it's going to give you suggestions based on SEO here. And there's going to be a lot of different recommendations, all the way from optimize to brief to gaps and gains, right? How we can make it better, like different gaps and things that are going well, gains. We can go here on the research and see the usage, key term and importance of it, and different things when it comes to competition, questions, or statistics. All right, now let's go back to our dashboard here. And if we go to our content optimizer or the keyword planner, we can actually figure out exactly what things are working versus what things are not based on the stuff that we're writing. Because keep in mind, so if we're only relying on the word backpack, we're not going to have a good time just because there's going to be a ton of competition that's utilizing that exact same keyword. And you guys have probably guessed it, but it's really expensive to run ads for it just because many other companies are doing the exact same thing. So that's where I say Scalenut is going to do its magic. Because look, right in front of your fingertips, you have tools that's going to help with you guys' content and keywords. So we'll know exactly on what to write about and how it's actually looking like. And that's why I'm a big fan of systems that keep everything under one roof, because that way we'll know exactly what is going on and where it's getting that information from. Let's say you guys are working on your guys' blog, but then we have no idea how it's looking like from an SEO perspective and who's actually visiting it. Scalenut has all the different tools out there for you under one umbrella here, and that way we'll know exactly what is going on and what's not working. And keep in mind, a lot of other companies and individuals are using the system as well, so it's learning from those mistakes and those successes. Now let's go ahead and switch gears here and talk about VOC.ai. Now to get it out of the way, VOC stands for Voice of Customer AI. And the whole point of this is that we can listen to our customers at scale. And this is going to be completely different from Scalenut. As I mentioned before, Scalenut was more of a content tool, and in there we can put different keywords, and that way we'll know exactly which ones are successful, which ones are not. But with VOC.ai, the biggest thing that we're looking for are going to be customer reviews. The way that the system works is that we're able to upload all of our reviews in there, and that way we'll know exactly what things are going well and what things are not. And we can also do the exact same thing to our competitors. And that way, if we're selling backpacks and we want to see what our competitors are doing, we can go ahead and plug in their backpack brand and see exactly what things they're doing well, like sizing and colors, and what things they're not doing well, like shipping, for example. And if you guys want to try out the system, the link for it is going to be down below in the description. So it works the exact same way, where you just need to press sign up, press continue with Google, choose the email you guys want to use, press continue. Awesome. Now it's going to welcome us. We're going to go ahead and select VOC. Let's press next, and boom, we're going to be ready to rock. Now, as you guys see, there's going to be a lot of different things here under the hood. There's going to be review analysis, market insight, keyword analysis, negative review detector, review monitoring, or even social review analysis. So the way that I would see the system is going to be an absolute beast when it comes to anything review related. So if you guys want to analyze your reviews or someone else's reviews, boom, it has it right in front of you. So for example, if we're selling backpacks here, I would go here, put in backpack, type it in, and boom, we got our backpack analysis. So we can go ahead, select this, all right, not select these guys, this little backpack, this, see all their sales, their revenue, different variations, how many rates they've had, and then get a full insight from them. And that way we can read about all their reviews, see what's working for them and what is not. And if you guys are starting a backpack brand, you probably don't want to do this all manually. You know why? Because it's going to take you guys a ton of time. Like, look, each one of these backpacks has thousands of reviews, and noticing trends and being able to separate different variables is going to be extremely time consuming. So this feature alone can save you guys a lot of time and energy. So yeah, you can knock it out for review analysis or the market insight, keyword analysis, which is going to be kind of similar. The feature that I personally like is going to be the review monitoring. So let's go ahead and see exactly what it would look like. And boom, as you guys see here, if you guys had your own products, we would be able to see all the bad and good reviews and see exactly in like what quantities they came in at. This is going to be a little chart here that's going to show you guys all the statistics, and we can see the distribution behind them and the trends. The reason why I like this feature so much is that everything is right in front of me without me needing to open 5 different windows and then compare them against one another. And if you guys want to see the specific reviews when it comes to the backpacks like we talked about, here we have the laptop backpack. Let's see the demo report, and boom, as you guys see, we can see exactly who wrote it, when did they write it, and what did they buy it for. So here we can see customer profile, usage scenario, rating optimization, customer sentiment, buyer's motivation, and we can see all the different things they wrote. So check it out. When it comes to usage scenario, most folks use it for travel and trips. Some people use it for work and business. So as you can see, this combines like 60%. Then we got school and college. Then we got daily use and commuting, a gift, comfort and padding. And we can actually read about all the different things here. But we can also read about the negative stuff, like different design flaws, not enough room for books, faulty strap. So as you guys see, a lot of manufacturing errors here. So if you guys have a manufacturer that's making you guys backpacks, make sure they're doing a good job. You don't want your backpack to be breaking on you halfway through. And positive feedback is also really crucial. So that way, we're actually going to see what is working. So we got that the backpack was spacious and organized, durable, easy to use, easy to read, everyday use, and then convenient features. And if you guys are interested, you can click on each one of them and actually go through it. But you see what I mean here? A, you can do this for other brands, but B, you could probably do it for your own brand as well. So if you guys are getting a lot of reviews, this would be really huge for you guys' product team to actually make changes when it comes to your guys' product and operations as a whole. So as for a final verdict, Scalenut or or VOC.ai? Which one should you choose? Now the answer is going to kind of depend on what you're hoping to achieve. In my honest opinion, if you guys are trying to get more traffic into the door, get more people looking at your guys' stuff, Scalenut is going to be a better fit. The reason why for that is that it's actively scanning different keywords and SEO strategies in order to get more people into the door. And honestly, who will complain about having a surplus of customers? On the flip side of the coin, if you guys want to really improve your guys' internal processes and just double down on understanding what your reviews mean, that's where VOC really shines. Because look, a lot of businesses are getting way too many orders that they just cannot deal with. So their main objective is keeping their existing customers happy. So if you guys are currently in that boat and you're just getting a lot of orders, you don't want to get any more, you just want to improve on the ones that you currently have, that's where I would choose VOC.ai. Because not only can you guys see it for your business, you can also use it for you guys as competitors and see exactly what they're doing and how we can apply it to your guys' operation. But at the same time, my personal opinion is that you guys use both the platforms at the same time, and that way you guys will experience best of both worlds. So that way we can use VOC on figuring out what is going well versus what is not, and just applying that into content to get more people into the door. And that way both the systems are going to work side by side. And there you folks have it. As you guys saw, both Scalenut and VOC.ai can provide value in completely two different ways. Scalenut allows you guys to speak more clearly to you guys' audience, while VOC allows you guys to listen to exactly what they're saying. So one focuses on content creation, while the other on feedback intelligence. And if you guys want to try out either platforms for yourself, the links for both of them are going to be down below in the description. And last thing here, if you guys did find this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Till next time, peace.